G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Bonsai Works. Today I have this lovely shimpaku juniper that's fondly known to some who watch my channel as the mother tree. Now the reason I call the mother tree is I got this shimpaku quite a long time ago and I had air laid, I don't know, probably 20 air layers off this tree. It used to have a trunk here that I've air laid so much off, had some trunks here that I air laid so much off. And then I eventually created a nice little semi-cascade with this tree. It's time now I've styled it probably 6 months ago. It's really healthy, nice healthy foliage. Spring's coming, you can see that the tips are just starting to colour up, get that light bit, which means it's just about to, well, it's starting to move. So it's a good time to repot this tree. It's never been out of this pot, so I have no idea what the roots are like. How much work's required and so on. Now, also what's needed is a new pot for it. So I've got a couple here that I'm just toying up, weighing up. Got a nice little kind of semi-cascade. They're mostly semi-cascade. This is a little cascadey, I guess. I'll just zoom out so you can see. It's cascadey in that sense. A full cascade. And then maybe this one is nice too. I like this greyish kind of looking one. Might be nice for it too. We'll see how we go with which pot. It's one of those three. That's all I really got in the stock that will work. So one of them will work, I'm sure. But let's have a look what the roots look like, and that's probably the first step to having a look at what pot it can go into. All right, so let's get it out of this. Let's get it out of this plastic pot. I don't know if it's going to come out easily. So it's a bit of a very fine mix actually. It's not really in a bonsai mix. So it was. I think it was from a bonsai nursery though. Maybe over the years the soil has compacted quite substantially. So let's work slowly through this. What I normally do is kind of make a mess, but that's all right. I start at the top and try and comb out, see what I've got at the top of the tree. What's the nabari like? And see how we go. Alright, so here's where I've ended up being with this tree. It had, obviously with the fine soil, what happens is it really just heads right down to the bottom and just wraps around the bottom of the pot and not much else. So it's not too bad though. I've got what's remaining is going to be perfect for a cascade kind of a pot, like it's actually confined into this area. So it's been really good. It's got a really good nabari on the front. That's where I've got it. Now, I tend not to do this with conifers, but I have to in this case. I need to wash this loamy soil off. It's not going to be good for the tree in long term. So in this case, I'm going to have to wash this soil away, and then I can have a closer look at the roots, what's good and what isn't, because it's a bit hard to judge right now because it's very dense still. But got lots of nice healthy roots. It shouldn't be a problem with the foliage. Now, don't touch the foliage on junipers when you repot, after you repot especially. The foliage of junipers is the solar panels for the roots. So all the energy comes for the juniper comes from its foliage. So the more foliage it has, the stronger a chance it has at survival. And the foliage here gets all the energy and pushes it down into the roots to grow the roots. So that's how it normally works. So I'm just going to go and wash away this old soil and come back and we'll look at which pot we're going to put into. All right, so I've been able to clean out most of the soil. But the good thing is you find where the weeds are as well, so you get to rip all those out, all those roots full of weeds that are trying to embed in between all the roots. See, it's good. Anyway, the pain. So there we go. That's what the roots look like. Pretty good. I haven't cut anything just yet. Oh, that's a bit rotted, that one. See, that's good. Let's get rid of that one. Don't need that one. Let me see what else we got. Any more rotting ones? That's rotted. So you go through the tree and also get the roots that are rotted away. You don't need them. They're just taking up room. Now, the Nabari is nice, but there's a few coiled up ones here and there, so it's going to be a bit tricky. But because this tree is going to go downwards, these roots are looking good for that way. So let's have a look. I'm going to try this small one first. Let's see if we go. How we go in this? What do we get? It doesn't even fit. Can't get the back roots in this one, but it is quite a nice pot. It's quite a nice size. Oh, I can't even get it in the film. Hang on. There we go. Can we get it down into the pot? Can I get it squished into the pot? Let's have a look. It's not a bad pot at all, actually. Looks a bit high. It has to come down a bit this way. Get the angle right. But what's the pot look like? Apart from all my hand marks and wet. It's a little formal for the tree, but it's nice. It's a nice size. Let's try the next one. I didn't mind this one. This is a handmade by, I can't remember, that's an Australian pot. Really quite nice. Let me get this right. This should fit nicely into this pot. And it has a bit more interesting context, contours and texture on this pot. Have a look at that. How's this one look? That looks nice too. That's quite a nice pot too on it. Tricky. Well, let's try the big one at the end, the last one. This has a bit more space for the tree. Probably going to have to hold this one because it's a bit bigger. Oh, that looks nice too. I think it's a little heavy, this one, if anything. I think it's a little heavy. A bit too big for it. Maybe let's try the other two. I think we're going to knock that one out. Let's go back to this one and have a look. I think that's about right. It's not too bad, that one. Oh, it's going to be a tricky one today. That pot, the only thing that stops me is the formality of this pot. It's quite formal. A little bit more downwards. And let's try the other one, just for the sake of trying it again. Not too bad at all. Oh, geez, which one am I going to choose? Really can't go wrong with anyone. I think I might have to go with that one. Alright, let's go with that one for now. And if I don't like it in the future, I'll just change it to the one behind. Alright, I'm just going to prep the pot and get it into the pot. Now this pot doesn't have any tie holes and it's only got the one hole in the base. I've got this little trick where I use a bit of a thicker piece of, I use copper in this instance, and I might imagine it going across there to make a little bit of a tight point. So what happens now is I get my wire that I'm going to tie the tree in and I coil it around this. I coil it around a few times. So I coil it around like this a few times so it's nice and tight. Then I thread that through the bottom. And it makes a nice tight point there so that I can tie the tree in nicely. So pretty good. That's my little thing. Alright. Now I put some soil on the base and I've just fed the tree back into the pot. Just trying to get the right angle for it. I think for now that's not too bad. Not too bad there. I'm just going to put some soil in there because there's quite a few gaps. I'm just going to get some soil. Alright, so here's how the tree looks after I've watered it in. And in its new pot, cleaned the pot a little bit with water. And there we go. Looking really nice. Might have to work on this, drop it a bit more, I think, in time. But I like the new pot. It's actually a good fit. The bar is really well done, nice and big. Looks good from this angle. As you can see, this branch comes forward. So I'll put it side on. You see how forward that comes, which is really good. It's not going backwards, coming forwards, which is important in a bonsai, where your front is. So really nice. Front in there, apex. As I said, I might work on this, just getting it a bit more down, probably a bit more layered, and off we go. So there we go, guys. A repotting of the mother juniper, shimpaku juniper, into its first bonsai pot from a very dense soil mix that had to come out of and into a bonsai pot. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time.